Feel like her and the Hawk Tua girl were basically on that same wavelength, and just as quickly as each rose, both equally as quickly fell off.
They built their foundation on quicksand. They built it on quicksand. Of course it's not sturdy. The deserved downfall of Bobbi Althoff.
So it has been a while since we last talked about Bobbi Althoff. Bobbi obviously hit it big online with her parody of mommy blogger TikTok content.
Yes, I did name my daughter.
You know, I feel like she fell off the planet Earth. No one talks about her anymore. Bro, that's the thing with internet fame. The sooner you get it, the sooner it disappears. I'm being so dead ass. So it's always best to always build your core audience. It may take a year, it may take 2 years, it may take 3 years, but those are your diehards. It's way better than getting people just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as they come, they're going to leave just as quick.
Richard. I just always really loved the name Richard, and I wanted a boy, but I had a girl, and I decided to name her Richard anyway.
There is nothing more embarrassing than walking around with one of these. Everyone knows how it got there. You know what you did.
So she was running it up over there, amassing a couple million
Her waist is snatched right here, though. I ain't gonna lie.
followers, getting millions of plays per video, and making a couple of $100,000 per year.
I was making around like 250 to 300.
Damn!
Thousand.
Yeah.
From brand deals
on TikTok.
Wow.
And 250 is great and all, but it's hard to come up with content with just me every day.
$250,000 a year as an annual income is great and all.
Yes.
It is great.
It is
It's
great.
She's like, damn, I don't even make that type of money.
And this is where she claims that she parlayed that fame into her podcast fame.
Hi guys, welcome to the Really Good Podcast with your host Bobbi Althoff.
And from episode 1, people suspected that she was an industry plant, mainly because she was immediately in bed with the 69 God, and was shortly after showing off Mark Cuban's disgusting Piggly Wigglies.
That's disgusting. But did you know that she was actually signed to the same talent agency as Drake and others? Maybe she was an industry plant.
Oh, you nasty ass bastard!
Like, dude, you are a billionaire. You should have a personal foot washer.
I believe in my
Deadass, if I was a billionaire, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. My feet would be just as dirty as him. I'll be walking in the Minnesota glades with my feet off at all times. I'll be at Lake Minnetonka. No feet. Everywhere I go. I'm a billionaire. Who's gonna tell me anything? You can't tell me anything.
So I'm trying my best. I've had a few guests, some D-list celebrities.
And not only did that spark the industry plant rumors, but also within 1 week of launching her podcast, she had the top talent agency in the entire entertainment industry representing her and her brand. Landing celebrity guest after celebrity guest, it was very clear that her growth was far from organic. This was obviously something people called out immediately online, and also to her face.
I know. You're not an industry plant, right?
I am, but
you do feel kind of planty. We do have the same manager.
Damn.
So is this
I know, isn't
planted?
that crazy?
Feels a bit planty.
This is
But in the same sense, wouldn't you, beautiful black woman, be an industry plant as well? I don't know who that is.
You got here in 5 minutes. It took me 20 years.
Hey, it has been a minute.
What I think industry plan is, it's like somebody that has been is tied to someone else in the industry and uses those connections to capitalize, and they have zero talent.
Isn't that okay? Besides, damn.
What did you?
Damn. But the networking, the connection part, isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? Isn't that what college is about? Yes, getting your education, but at the same time, everyone says the number one thing you need to do in college is network. To get a better job, network. LinkedIn, networking platform. Everyone says to network. So, I mean, can you falter for networking? And if people taking a liking to her just because of maybe how she looks, there's nothing wrong with that. She capitalized off of that. Just like hella people, OnlyFans woman copy off of being beautiful for OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Who cares?
I'm not an anythinger. I don't have any talents.
And she even admitted in a later interview.
And a lot of people's talents is showing up on time and working hard. Like, they might not be the most funniest. They might not be the most attractive. You know what I'm saying? They may look, you know what I'm saying, have a very bland, very boring personality. But with the internet, if you are consistent and you keep pumping out videos like she was, then that's her talent. You know what I'm saying?
These comments broke her down mentally.
Based on what the comments are saying, and sometimes it's just constructive criticism. It can be a little mean, but yeah, doesn't bother me too much.
The alligator
And I really
tears.
feel like her and the Hawk Tua girl were basically on that same wavelength. And just as quickly as each rose, both equally as quickly fell off. I mean, at least for Hawk Tua, she had this massive scandal that derailed her career. You know, the whole scam in your fans with no remorse thing will kind of do that to you. But as for Bobbi, I think that people...
But the thing is with them, the reason why they fell off so quickly, I mean, the scandal, something bad is bound to happen when you build your foundation on quicksand. They built their foundation on quicksand. They built it on quicksand. Of course, it's not sturdy. Of course, there's no concrete cement where it's very strong and then you have iron to hold everything up. You know what I'm saying? To hold your platform up. They didn't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? Quick money comes and it goes.
People really just got sick of her sarcastic, too cold to be here, one-trick pony bit. And when she would get in a room with someone like Offset who read her like a book, she would be made foolish still trying to pull this act off.
You wanted to be on my podcast.
Why you keep saying that shit, man? I honestly didn't even want to do this shit. I don't fucking do interviews. I'm fucking with you because they're making me. You need a little bit of seasoning. You ain't got no seasoning, man. You like a plain piece of chicken, just only thing, you pull it off, and then you serve the dish. You need some motherfucking seasoning, man.
Damn! Did Offset clock that T? Did I do it right? Did I do it right?
This is my hotel. I paid for this motherfucker. You can leave now.
Now, beyond this, the main public ridicule that she faced outside the industry plant narrative was that she broke up her family to be in social circles with famous people.
I flew all the way here
You did. I really do appreciate
on my
that.
daughter's first birthday.
I wasn't going to bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
You missed your daughter's first birthday for
To
this.
be here.
What did you say?
Even Drake is a hoe. Even the amount of women he's had in his entire life. Think about it. He had thousands probably. Thousands of every time he goes on tour. You, come. And they're going. Even he knows, I'm not about to miss Adonis, my son's birthday, for any chick out there. Even the 66666 God is disappointed in her. This is crazy.
Dark. Regret that you'll never be able to undo.
Yeah.
Horrible parenting.
Now, when Drake is calling you a bad parent, you know you're doing something wrong.
Right?
Speaking of Drake, by the way, the dude is so down bad that he's been in Bobbi's comment section on Instagram begging her to unblock his name.
Embarrassing!
Either way, despite being married at the time of these early interviews, she was always asking these guests if they would smash her up.
Would you date someone that looks like me? Am I your type?
I'd do it.
What did you say?
Nah, I'll do it. You know that I heard her. Because he's just like, bro, I'll smash you. But like anything else, nah, I'm good. I'm Gucci. But more importantly, if this was my wife, you know how embarrassed I would be? Do you not know how embarrassed I would be if my wife was asking other men? I don't care if that's your persona. I don't care if the talent agency is telling you to ask these questions. You know how embarrassed I would be if my wife is out here running around the streets talking about some, on interviews, not even these streets, these e-streets, the internet, talking about some, am I your type? Would you smash me? Do I look good to you? Bro, you got to come home. And then all my family is going to be looking at that. All of her family is going to be looking at that. And they're going to be looking at me like I'm some sort of sucker, some sort of sim. Like, damn. And you put 2 kids in her? I don't know about this one, honey. That's crazy.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
I mean, imagine being her husband, seeing that shit. The guy did actually file for divorce around a month after.
I would have too. Because you know she smashed Drake. You know she did. You know she did. This is like almost like Michael Jackson. You know, he's Michael Jackson-esque all over the world. World known. You know his aura is through the roof. It is Drake. You know she was going. They were in the same bed and she's married.
The Drake episode dropped, leading to rumors that Drake gave her initial initiation, if you know what I mean. Obviously, after this, she would gain the reputation that she was being passed around the industry. Ryan Garcia was chasing her around the room like it was his crush on the school playground. He would later confirm them hooking up during a Twitter rant. She was seen being drunkenly carried out of clubs, and even had this really embarrassing moment when she tried to do that thing where girls soft launch the guy they're dating, only to have it backfire after the FBI, that is social media, discovered that it was some NFL player and he completely denied being with her in the first place. This caused her to crash out on TikTok.
This is her karma, though. This is her karma for messing over her. She ruined her family. There's the most important thing on this planet is your family, then money. But your family is first, and she ruined it over some clout. Or it's gone. And within a year, it's gone.
Just like hard to imagine finding someone who is truly good for you. It's hard to imagine there's a world where there's like someone who's actually meant for you. Dating is just hard, you guys. Like,
well, now Bobbi has officially announced that she will be ending her podcast, which is surprising to me considering she was still getting decent guests and views in the hundreds of thousands occasionally. But obviously when you compare this to her peak where she was getting at least 1 million views per podcast and like these top level guests, it had been looking pretty rough.
Who cares though? If you're still pulling 250,000 an episode, that's $1 million. You're getting at least $5,000 to $7,000 a month off of that alone. And then if you can add in your TikTok and your IG reels and everything else, you can still clear 10 bands. 10 bands is good money a month. 10 bands is good money. Fuck, that's what we're grinding on YouTube to make that shit. You feel me?
I mean, no one really knew these people she was now interviewing, and when she was doing solo episodes, there were not many views at all. But either way, she hosted like a funeral for her podcast.
hi guys, welcome to the Really Good Podcast. all jokes aside, all honesty, this is the last episode. In honor of the last episode, my sister and I are going to sing a song. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? And it goes like,
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a
2-pack of ass.
Yeah, I totally have no idea why this podcast fell out of favor. Now, regardless of all of that, even up until last year, someone was funneling money into her career, trying to make her a thing, trying to get her some positive PR with Business Insider and other entities that are known to take money to do interviews or think pieces on celebrities.
the Really Good Podcast. She was a great podcast. She got me this house.
Wow.
Got me the car I drive. She got me a lot of stuff, and she was really.
So why would you stop? Even if you're not as hot as before, that's the thing with content creation. You're never gonna stay hot. You will never stay hot, right? You can't stay hot forever. You know what I'm saying? So just keep going. It's gonna go down like this, but if your lows is 285,000 views, that's still pretty damn good. And then you're gonna get your second wind, just like DDG. He's in his second prime. You know what I'm saying? That shit's gonna go right back up. But you have to see it through, my boy. That's entrepreneurship in a nutshell.
Really great. I really did appreciate her for the time I had with her. And she brought me a lot of memories and a lot of great guests. I will miss doing this podcast, and I will miss the money this podcast brought me.
Now, over time, it has been abundantly clear that from the start, this was all about money and fame to Bobbi, who straight up admitted that even when she was young, that was her main aspiration in life.
Mentally decided that she made like at least $300 a year on her podcast alone, and I was like, that's what I need to do next. Like, I need a podcast.
How'd you become an influencer or creator?
Just wanting to make money.
It's like she in general represents a microcosm into our society and how social media has warped people's minds.
I hope that I go from D-list to A-list. That's my goal in 10 years.
From D-list to A-list.
Yes.
I feel like over the last 2 to 3 years specifically, I've noticed a change in the way that women in particular present themselves online. And I'll say specifically on Instagram.
She looks good right here. I ain't gonna cap my girlfriend to another room, but she look good right here. You feel me?
Where there's this sense that they think they are someone famous or a spectacle to be admired, and I find that shit hilarious. And I'm talking about like an everyday regular girl with 500 followers acting like her shit don't stink. I mean, people in general are just so much more narcissistic than ever before due to social media, or I guess I should say they are desperate for online validation in a way that was viewed as cringy during the early days of social media.
As you guys know, this podcast started off just with a girl with a dream to make more money. And I knew when I started that.
But you know what? Do you know what? You know what I'm thinking too, though. I'm thinking, yes, she's all about the money. Yes, she's all about the Benjamins. But if you just switch your mindset from this podcast making me money to financial freedom, I don't have to slave at a 9-to-5 and things of that nature. Even if the money dwindles, you can still find love and passion within what you're doing, right? And then, like I said earlier, then you can catch your second wind, and who knows? But like, she should still keep up with, even if the views aren't what is before. You're still clearing 280,000 views. That is very good. That is very good. I've yet to get a video of 100,000 views, 50,000 views. You know what I'm saying? So she just keep up and keep going and keep going and keep going. And then sooner or later, you're going to hit that stride again. Because then people are going to know you for you.
It was going to go places. I didn't know I would fall off as quickly as I did. To be honest, I did think this was going to last a bit longer. But nevertheless, it lasted a minute, and I'm proud of the accomplishments I have, and I'm pretty sad that it has to end like this, but it's okay.
I mean, hey, shout out to her for being able to acknowledge the fall off and the fact that she loves money. She did run about 10 ads in this podcast, and the entire episode in general just seemed like a money grab, where she says, remember when I did this podcast, remember when I did that podcast.
And I will never forget the moment he told me that I was like unseasoned chicken.
It was
you know what she's doing right here? She's just stretching it. She's just stretching it to make get the ass sense. You feel me? She's just stretching it right here. It's what all YouTubers
one of those
do.
Filler episodes where they just show a bunch of flashbacks from the show. You know, the one you always skip. She really just cycles through all the interviews. She plays a clip and moves on, periodically throwing another ad in your face. And I do have a sneaking suspicion that this might just be the pre-launch of some of the show that she wants to now do. But this is how she ends her show.
Just any final words for the podcast?
She really fell off.
Damn.
What happened? People said I was falling off, and they were right. So now it's dead.
GG's.
You guys got what you wished for. You wanted it to be over. It's over. It's gone.
Oh, so she's doing this because of social media told her to stop doing it. See, if social media is telling you to stop doing something, you do the opposite. You go against the grain. That's where you really are built from. You know what I'm saying? People can be like, damn, she's working hard. She gets all this say, and then sooner or later, you know what everyone's gonna start doing? They're gonna start first they overrated you, then they're gonna start underrating you, and then they're gonna start to root for you.
It's not that.
She should have kept going.
And now, I don't know what we're gonna do.
I don't know, I just feel like someone who loves being around famous people and rising up the social ranks as she does would not just give it up. It's actually my guess, considering that this episode was posted on the very last day of July, and with these various sponsors riddled into this crock of crap, is that this was only made to meet obligations to them, as when you agree to these deals they usually have allotted time slots of when you will post their ad. And I just cannot see very many people, even if they are a genuine fan of this show, watching the entire thing. And let me just say, the comment section on this video is not exactly what you would expect from a send-off. I mean, it was almost like it was a mixture of good riddance.
Damn, it been dead, sis. 5 minutes of ads in the first 13 minutes. Nobody's gonna miss this. Definitely don't miss the 2, 5, 2, 7, 6, 2, 6, 8, 7 ads per episode. I've counted 8 ads so far, and I'm 25 minutes in. First of all, Josie, why are you watching this? Chris, why are you watching this?
They were sick of the ads, and then just a bunch of
Only
comments.
fans incoming. Jesus, left a rich husband and child to be passed around by C-tier rappers in LA. That is valid. The fact that she ruined her family over this is actually insane. The clout and the recognition and the validation got to her head so much that she decided to ruin who she got married with. Now she's going to be in a broken home forever. Their kids are never going to look at her the same. They're probably going to be like, mommy, 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 when they're little kids. But as soon as they grow up, hit that teenage years, and all the other kids are clowning on her in school, you know what I'm saying? Then the kids are going to look it up and be like, damn, my mom ruined our family over some clout that didn't even last a year. Jesus Christ.
It's about how she left her family to pursue this. Either way, it looks like this is the end of the Bobbi era. Honestly, I think that she would have made more money and had...
Damn, why she have one more... Whoa. Why is one titty bigger than? All right, I'm losing the plot.
More longevity online in the parody blogger space. But I guess it's a good lesson that sometimes it's better to rise up slow than to just jump on a rocket and burn out. Either way though, I want to know what you guys think about this decision by Bobbi down below.
It's instrumental, it's hard.
Do you think there was some sort of hand in the background telling her, no, you're not going to be the industry plant no more? They saw the triple toilet paper roll numbers on that Business Insider interview where they said America could not get enough, and they said, this ain't working. I mean, I won't lie to you guys, I feel like in general the podcast space has lost a lot of steam. It's obviously become insanely oversaturated, and I think the gold rush when it comes to that genre is kind of over. But y'all let me know your thoughts down below. Also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing, but...
Yes, comment, like, and subscribe. What do you think? Was I on point with my analysis of Miss Bobbi Althoff? Let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. Peace.